Hey, so it is a new year and it's gonna be the same old us, but it's gonna be the better us.
Yes, and the more present us.
Yes. With that in mind, we have set intentions for 2018.
Yes.
Not resolutions, intentions. Because resolutions, for me, imply success or failure.
I have never felt so excited for a new year, and I've never felt so empowered.
Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for all the changes in 2018.
What is your word of the year?
My word of the year is focus, and that is all encompassing. My brain is always everywhere, and I need to hone in on what is in front of me and not worry about what's not in front of me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Focus.
So I couldn't do just one word because if you've met me, one word never works. So I did get it together.
Yeah.
And grow up, bitch.
Which is my favorite.
Because honestly, it's just about getting honest with myself, and I constantly am thinking about things that I don't like and being really negative, but I have not really been doing anything about them. So this year, I'm gonna get it together and fucking grow up because I'm a big old baby.
And we're both going to be 30 this year. I'm not afraid of turning 30, but I sure as shit want to have my stuff together when I turn 30.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm going into 30 really in control.
Right.
And better than I was at 25.
Same. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to feel better than I did 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
That being said,
so what are we doing this year?
What are we doing this year? Well, first, I'm still drinking. I'm just drinking less.
Yeah. I am currently not drinking. It is a dry January. I mean, what are we, 6 days in?
Yes, we're
6 days in. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have a dry 2018, but I'm just going to keep it going, and if it ends before the 30th, that's fine. If it keeps going past the end of January, that's awesome.
So maybe no hangovers in 2018, but I'm going to be drinking during this video, of course. I'm drinking a red Cabernet Franc called Carbonic, and it's actually from Old Westminster Winery, which is a local winery around here. And it's canned wine. And is that not the cutest?
They have some of the best packaging
ever. So that was number one. Drinking less, dry January for you. It's kind of part of a health.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of a bigger intention. So I really want to be more financially responsible in 2018. I am going to go ahead and admit and be honest and say I overspent in 2017 more so than I ever have in my entire life.
Ooh.
And I now have debt that I have never had before, and so now I also moved into a more expensive house, so I have a bigger rent payment, and then I also was just like spending like no tomorrow. So those two things combined have caused me to actually carry over a credit card balance, which really sucks. I'm extremely embarrassed about it. I've only probably admitted it to you and now to everyone.
Hey world.
But yeah, so I would really like to pay that down, if not completely out.
Along the same lines, I want to be more financially responsible. I want to set and follow a budget. My husband's really great about checking the bank account, but I couldn't tell you what the password is. I don't even know how to log on to check what our finances look like. I live my life just like blah blah blah, head in the clouds when it comes to finances, and that's really terrible. We own a home. We are trying to like make ourselves very comfortable, and not that we aren't, but I spend
long-term comfortable.
Right, like I spend stuff on willy-nilly. 65 Amazon purchases in 2017 really was stupid.
Was it that many?
Yeah.
I need to look how many I did. So for me, it's just like shopping less
and smarter.
and smarter.
Yeah. When I mean smarter, I mean like, do I really need another lipstick? The answer is no. I sure
really never yes for the rest of my life.
I sure want it, but I don't need it, and I really need to just weed that kind of spending out, which is just like, oh, it would be nice to have, right? Like nice to haves, they don't matter.
One of my other biggest intentions this year is to get healthy, and that's sort of in a three-part series. Oh, that was a horrible high five. Do it again.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's a three-parter for me, and that one is emotionally and mentally. I've been struggling with depression and anxiety over the last year and a half, and haven't taken control of that. Physically, I am the heaviest I've ever been. I don't want to be that anymore, and rolling on into 30, I don't want to physically roll into 30.
Like, I want the blueberry?
Yes. And then my third one, which is not really a thing, but dermatologically. Like, adult acne is real. My like aging face is a real thing, and I don't want to look in the mirror and see all those things anymore. So I went to the dermatologist the other day. I have my prescriptions, and I'm actually gonna like do all the things that they say to do, and then really figure out my skincare routine.
Good for you.
Yeah,
those are great. So again, along the same lines, mine is move my body and put less bad shit in my mouth.
You need that person that like smacks it out of your hand.
Exactly, I do. I never, ever, ever worked out and I ate whatever the hell I wanted. And I've gained about 30 pounds. And I'm very grateful that it's not more, but I think if I just control that, if I control my activity level, which was 0, and I'm trying to make it, something.
Yeah.
And I actually watch what I'm eating, I feel like I should be able to see results and feel results, because I'm like getting winded sometimes walking up a couple of flights of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a cross-country runner. I don't want to feel that way anymore. I want to feel like proud. I don't know. I just want to be proud when I look at myself.
When I was working out every day, even though I was still like not the size that I wanted to be, I just felt so much more in control of it. I'm self-conscious about it because I knew that I was doing what I needed to do, and that the size that I was, and I had like lost weight, which made me feel really good, thinking like I did that for myself. And so I was no longer like hearing and feeling what I perceived everyone else was thinking and about me, and I was more focused on what I was thinking about myself.
I agree.
Which I think is huge.
So I've drastically changed the way that I eat just in this past week alone. I joined a gym for an entire year.
Which one?
Brick Bodies.
Brick Bodies, build your body with brick. Bum, bum, bum. That's when we toss the bricks.
Yeah, they toss the bricks. So I didn't just join for like a trial or 3 or 6 months. I committed to an entire year, and I feel like that's showing myself, you've got to do this, because otherwise it's just freaking money sucked out of my bank account, which, is an intention to set and follow a budget. I don't want to spend willy-nilly. I need to use the membership. So I've gone, and even just this past week, I can tell a difference. Like, I feel better about myself just because I've changed a couple things. 2018, we're going to read more. I have previously set goals of reading 52 books a year, which what the hell was I thinking?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a book a week. So I'm going to go for 26 books a year, which is 1 book every 2 weeks. And I think that it's easily attainable. I've already gotten through one. I'm halfway through another, and it's only the first week, so I feel pretty good.
Oh yeah, so am I.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at us.
But yeah, I have the same thing. So I want to read 25 books. I just thought like 2 a month plus an extra to try and get it in there. But I used to read voraciously.
Me too.
All the time, and now it's constant screen time, and I just don't want to do that anymore. And so I've actually stopped listening to podcasts and looking at my phone when I'm on the bus to work and home, and so now I read a book.
Good for you.
It does kind of suck because it's heavy in my bag and takes up space, but I am loving what I'm reading right now. Last year, I told myself that I was going to utilize the vacation days that I get from work, which are very few, less with my family, going to the places that I've gone every year of my life, and go to new places that I've been dreaming about, and spending more time doing things that I really want to do. Not that I don't want to see my family, I love them very much.
Right.
But I can easily do that in different ways. So I went to Austin in December of last year, and that sort of got me back into focusing on like maybe doing weekend trips that are more doable, use less time from work, and going to really cool places. So that is one of my resolutions this year, which is to travel more. So I would very much like to take an international trip this year, and then maybe a couple smaller weekend trips. So that's the goal.
Cool.
But explore new places I've never been before.
Yes, good one. I have one to travel more as well. And I honestly feel like everyone should have that goal if you're able to do that. If traveling is something you're able to afford, even if it's just a weekend trip and it's local, it just gives you experiences that you would never have otherwise. I'm going to new places this year, and I'm taking more time with just Mike, which I very rarely do. We have been away exactly 1 time, just the 2 of us, in 11 years.
Really?
Yep. Other than a weekend getaway, like a substantial amount of time away, like a week away, we've only done that 1 time.
I didn't know that.
Next, we both want to dedicate more time to our time of the month. So our YouTube channel, our blog, our Instagram, Facebook, all of it. we need to treat our side hustle like a real job. And we've both decided that we weren't doing so great at that, but we're going to do better. And you know, if we don't do it, then it will always and forever be just a side hustle, which is neither of our goals.
It's not even a side hustle.
Right. It's a side
it's a side hoe
jog.
It's like, yeah, we're not hustling. I want to designate specific hours that are work hours and take myself out of my house so there's no distraction, and I actually want to like make it a real priority.
I agree. We could even write together. So this is the year where we are really honing in on what you guys want to see and what we want to create, and we're actually executing.
Yeah.
So look for a lot more content coming from us.
Our time of the year, not just our time of the month.
Oh, great job!
Thank you.
This is something that I always think, but I never really write it down. But I want to have more sex in 2018 and all the years of my life, to be honest. It's a great way to connect with someone, and why not, you know? Use it or lose it.
Yeah, I'm using it.
More intimacy. I don't know how to say it. I'm an adult, I can say that, and I'm married. I can have all the sex I want. Leave me alone.
Yes. I think that's a good one. Woo!
Anyways, now my armpits are sweating.
In 2017, we did the minimalism challenge and half-assed it because we never actually finished. We both got rid of tons of stuff, but we still never completed it. And so now I'm not going to do the minimalism challenge again, but I am going to actively pursue decluttering my life and trying to get rid of some stuff that I don't like. So just slowly sort of devoting time to examining everything that I have and getting rid of, and then not using that as an excuse to fill up the
to buy more.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna like get rid of a sweater and then say, oh, well, now I have space for another sweater.
Exactly.
I'll say, no, I can survive with 18 sweaters.
I want to take a pottery class in 2018. I did the butchery class last year. I was an art history and fine arts major in college. I went to art school as a child. I love being creative, and I never get to use my creative energies for anything worthwhile. So I'm taking a pottery class. I really loved working with the wheel in college, so I want to get into that more creative mindset in 2018.
I have a similar idea, which is crossing things off my bucket list, which is like a bucket list, but much less morbid, because it's less things I want to do before I kick the bucket and more like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Why not?
Yeah, so there's a couple things on there. Some of them are obviously more expensive or harder to accomplish than others, but there's obviously things like I really want to do a glass blowing class, and so let's cross that off the list this year. I want to have more experiences that are less going out to eat or like sitting around and drinking based. I want to like do a hike and a picnic, and I want to do just like fun things, get out of town a little bit, have new experiences in addition to visiting new places.
Good one. My last one, which also might be the biggest one, is to take care of myself this year and all the years of my life. I feel like I worry a lot about what other people think, and I try to put others' needs before my own and others' happiness before my own, and I'm going to stop doing that because like I'm a worse person for that. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's like lighting 17 candles and taking a bath. Maybe that's what I need that particular day, or if it's finding a therapist, which I need to do. Whatever it takes to make me a better person, I need to do it. I need to listen to myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I won't trust myself. This year has been a hard year for a lot of women.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's been a hard year for me, and I want to make 2018 better. And learn from the shit things that happened in 2017.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm wearing. MAC matte lipstick in the shade Diva. It's a TJ Maxx find. Actually, that's a lie. It's from Marshalls. It was less than $10. Check your local TJ Maxx and Marshalls if you want high-end makeup, because they're starting to sell it.
They're really getting it. It makes me want to go today. No shopping.
Right.
So I am wearing the tried and true Stila Patina. The other day I fell out of love with it. I thought it looked like brown doo-doo, but I have put it back in the rotation and I'm wearing it again.
I like it. I wore it last night. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I didn't. What are you doing this year?
Yes, what are your intentions?
What's your plan this year? Because we want to know.
Yeah.
And if you have any suggestions to help us in our journeys,
Please,
God. We're on journeys. let us know.
And I also think these are all things that other people are trying to work on.
Yeah.
So we should help each other.
Yeah, relatable.
Help me help you.
No, help you help me. Just you help me.
You just help us.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but please someone help me because I need it. Obviously.
Right.
Grow up, bitch.
Right. Oh, grow up, bitch. So that's that.
Like and subscribe and have a happy new year.
Bye.